Hey, what is up YouTube? Demon Sparks here today again, and as always on this channel. So today's video will be a unboxed demonstration test review video for the new Rockpals 150W solar generator power bank. And this video is just going to be part of the demonstration of the watt hours using a smart Wi-Fi outlet. And I will be having connected 5-bulb lamp for CFLS, and I will also have the watt meter, or rather the power analyzer, running to monitor the entire cycle and give me my kilowatt hours or watt hours out of this generator's battery. This is fully charged. So as you can see, sorry for the horizontal video, but this app does not rotate. But as you can see, I have the watt meter analysis, and right now it says currently drawing 0 milliamps, 0 watts at 101.2 volts, 000 kilowatt hours, and 0.0. So this is going to be a brand new cycle for this. Okay, so I've gone ahead and plugged in the lamp, and I'm going to go ahead and activate the outlet via Wi-Fi. It's now running off of the generator, the Rockpals 150W AC. This is drawing 80.8 watts. So 80.5 watts. At 1 amp, voltage is at 103.8 volts. The cooling fan on the side, extremely quiet. I have a fan running in the background, however this one's also extremely quiet. Gone ahead and added one more thing to the load, and this is going to be a large box fan on the right side, which is the blue plug. You can see I'm drawing 116.5 watts. $119. $129, basically 130 watts. This is rated for 150. So far I've managed to drop 1 bar level of power on this unit. So I'm going to progressively let this run. As you can see, I'm currently drawing 131.2 watts. The voltage is at 105.4. 1.3 amps, or 1,372 milliamps. I'm going to periodically check in and see the kilowatt hours and calculate off from there how many watt hours this supply will provide for you, especially under a very, very high load. Like I said, this is a 150 watt solar generator battery bank, and I am running a 131 watt load on it from 5 CFLs of different wattages and a large box fan. Here's the back side. We have the 3 9 to 12 volt 10 amp total outputs, 2 5 volt 3.1 amp USB charging outputs, your charging input for your wall adapter or solar panel, rated 15 volt, 2 amp recommended input. This unit, however, compared to the others that I've purchased, is a very nice construction. I like the metal handle, especially. The body feels a lot more rugged. It is made of mostly plastic. The handle is nice shiny metal. It feels very sturdy and doesn't feel like it's going to break anytime soon. And of course the front end, so you have your power button, your readout display, and your AC/DC switching switch, and a cooling fan on the side. Right now the fan is actually finally turned on. I don't know if you will be able to hear it on video over the box fan, but it is running. It's blowing warm air as expected, since I'm drawing almost 131 watts now. I will splice in an update a little bit later into the video, and after this continues running. Still at 131 watts. So far 0.03 kilowatt hours. So far the battery level has been depleted down to 50%. So far I've got 30 watt hours. Back in another 10, 15, 20 minutes or so. I'm not really keeping track on the timing, but I'm watching the watt meter and power analysis. Still have the fan running at maximum speed. Seems it's plugged in. Seems to be running pretty strong, even though it's down to half charge. I'm at 0.05 kilowatt hours, so 50 watt hours so far. We'll see how long this holds out, giving an accurate representation of its actual total capacity. The voltage hasn't dropped down too bad so far. It's still 107.2, drawing 1.3 amps and 133 watts. I'll update periodically, as I said. We're down to the last 25% on the battery, and we are at a reading of 0.08 kilowatt hours. Voltage still stabilized at 106.7 volts, still drawing 131.4 watts, 1.3 amperes. So far we're up to a 80 watt hour capacity, and there's 25% battery life remaining in this unit, roughly. So far it's seeming to fall short of the specified 187 watt hour capacity. At 0.09 or 90 watt hours, still 106 volts AC, still pulling 130 watts, 1.3 amps, and at 25%. I don't know how much longer this is going to last and hold out for, but I'm going to continue running it all the way down. So far I'm basically about up to 100 watt hours on this unit. So that's a pretty big short from 187. We'll see how much longer it holds out for and follow up then. So it finally broke, or rather is at 100 watt hours or 0.1 kilowatt hours, and 0.11. Still on 25%, and still running about 130 watts continuous at 1.3 amps, and voltage is still stabilized around 106 volts. Looks like it's at its limit, and the battery is pretty much depleted. We'll see how much longer this will continue running for, and once the unit shuts off, my smart outlet will stop operating, obviously, and I'll get my final reading on the watt hours / kilowatt hours, this solar generator / battery bank. $110 watt hours. Alright, so you've finally powered down, and the conclusion is at 0.12 kilowatt hours or 120 watt hours. So to restart, see how long this runs for. So we can get a little bit longer of a runtime. You see it's on its last bit of battery. So 120 watt hours is the maximum capacity this will provide you on AC. And this is off of a box fan and 5 CFL lights. Now if you mix and match, you may be able to get a little better capacity, and as always, you would use the DC 12 volt output to get the absolute maximum capacity out of the battery. But as for AC direct output, you'll get around 120 watt hours from this unit, which is a little bit short shy of what it states at 187, but granted, if you use, like I said, the DC outputs, you will probably most likely get a lot longer runtime of watt hours out of this generator. So all in all, I would definitely give this a 4 to 4.5 star rating, more closer to 4 stars just due to the AC output not being close enough to the rated capacity of 187 watt hours, and fell short at around 120, maybe 125 to 130 just to be completely fair, but definitely not exactly 187. A little bit too far short from there to give a full 5 star on this one. However, as far as construction quality goes, definitely a 5 star. It's a lot better than the other ones I have purchased before in comparison. For what it is, definitely a really good unit, highly recommendable. But if you're looking for a very, very long watt hour runtime on AC direct, you might want to look for the larger model, which is the 250 watt. I personally have had that one before, and it's been absolutely fantastic. Probably one of the most accurately rated solar generator / power bank AC inverters I've bought on the market, sub $500, granted, and obviously these are lithium powered, so there's no fuel source needed. They're solar adaptable, so you can use portable solar panels to charge them. You can charge them off your car or wall outlet with the adapter. One upside definitely this model versus a few others that I've bought in the past, it has two 5 volt 3.1 amp USB outputs. Similarly, this has 3 9 to 12 volt, so as the battery depletes, the voltage will drop, so things that need to operate on 12 volt or standard automotive 13.8 may not like being plugged into this. However, heating mats or small DC fans will work just fine. Another major upside is the cooling capacity this thing has, since it has a cooling fan built in, and the overall construction of it is much better than a lot of the others I've gotten in the past as well. The handle is very nice. can hold the entire unit upside down. This weighs 5.5 pounds. The handle is very sturdy. The body construction, very sturdy, as well as I said on the bottom, it has the rubberized feet. I do believe these are some cooling vents at the bottom as well, as you can see on the inside a little bit of the componentry. One other major downfall, however, is it only has one AC outlet. But then again, it's also not an issue if you have something like this. And these are rated for 15 amp, 125 volts, so you can split that to whatever you need if you want to have multiple outlets. Really not a big deal at all. Definitely helps keep the slim style down by only having one outlet, so therefore the entire unit can also be slimmer. Not really too much of a negative here, but it's kind of a disappointment that most of these, or if not all of these solar generator power bank units, they have to be turned on in order to use and utilize the USB output. Otherwise you won't be able to charge your device. And there's no way to turn the screen off. Granted, the screen uses very little to no power at all. I'm sure that would stay on for weeks on end, if not more. But that's just one other downside, is you have to have the unit actively powered on in order to have USB output power. Unlike the DC 12 volt, 9 to 12 volt rails, which is 3 outputs, these are constantly on whether or not your unit is actually powered or not. The DC 9 to 12 is constantly on, similarly to what would be called a UPS. And you can use these as a UPS also. You plug in your solar generator to here, and you can still get your 9 to 12 volt output. If you want, you can run a 12 volt power inverter off of one of these, or maybe even multiple smaller power inverters, granted on your panel size, but these only are accommodated for a certain rating of solar panels. As you can see on this one, the input is 15 volt. Most solars are 18, 21, 24 volts. So keep that in mind. I will put a descriptive information piece in the description and comments below on what type of panel, and a link to buy those as well on the best recommended ones that I have seen and personally used so far. Although there's a few new upcoming models that I've heard about online that I'm kind of interested into seeing with this generator, to see how much different those are compared to the ones that I've used in the past, which is the Pax's 50-watt panels. They have worked fantastically in the past before at charging my solar banks outdoors. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please leave a like if you did, and subscribe for more. There will be new upcoming updates with this as well, and hopefully in new future models that are larger than the 150, since I've currently covered the 100 watt, the 150, and a 250 watt generator, all solar based. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe for more.